There is still hope that Elizabeth Hollowell will be found alive and well.
Officials at Drake Field in Fayetteville will soon be asking $23 million. This creek is still swollen well beyond its normal level.
The jury in this case, made up of 9 men and 5 women.
Fire this morning in Rogers claimed the life of an unidentified woman.
Whether you have a traditional chimney like the one across the street there at the OPO or an industrial chimney like this.
Investigators say after opening her door, the woman was shoved into her car and robbed at knife point.
Go in with no preconceived notions, but I'm pretty sure that wearing a ball cap is not going to make you go bald.
Resulted in the arrest of a man convicted in the 1998 West Side Middle School shootings in Jonesboro. The charge, possession of marijuana and a loaded gun.
But you wanted to know why, so let's tackle that part of the question. What magic in this bag can turn a tough peach into a tasty treat?
Your body conducts electrical current. So you have a TV or a radio, it's built to pick up a signal.
Second, I took it with my phone, and then I emailed it to myself, and then I stuck it on YouTube.
Now, once I got the video on YouTube, I decided to tell a few friends about it.
This dent was caused by this beanbag. It's just a new tool in the chest of Benton County law enforcement to help protect and serve not just the innocent, but also the people they're shooting at.
We'll have situations from time to time that may have a barricaded subject.
He's got something in his hand.
We obviously don't want to get too close to that individual, even with a taser.
And now they don't have to. Doug Gay with the Benton County Sheriff's Office says these less than lethal metal bead-filled bags are fired from a very real 12-gauge shotgun. It gives cops the upper hand, at the same time protecting the bad guy.
You can be further back and incapacitate the subject. Then you can run up and arrest him or get him under control.
It certainly protects the offender from possibly being escalated into a deadly force situation.
The guns are painted bright orange so cops don't mistakenly pick up the wrong weapon during tense situations. Deputy Gay tells us the color lets suspects know what they're getting into. Thanks to shows like Cops, many are already familiar with the power of beanbag-filled shotgun rounds. An individual not convinced an officer will actually fire a real weapon may not have that certainty when faced with an obviously non-lethal one, and because of that, may give up the fight before it goes too far. Because no matter the situation, a win-win has everyone walking away alive.
We are looking for compliance, not necessarily for injury.
Now, not every deputy in Benton County will get one of these shotguns. They only got 6, but spread throughout the shifts, they say this could end up saving a lot of lives. You see the Washington County Health Center off to my right here, but the real action is actually up the hill. This is a special National Guard unit that comes in to take care of hazmat-type incidents, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to test a couple of substances found inside the health center, determine just exactly what those are. But until those tests come back, emergency crews will still be scratching their heads as to what caused this illness outbreak.
Something smelled weird and we had to get out for hazmat.
I seen them carry like 3 people in the ambulance.
9 a.m. Thursday morning, staff members at the Washington County Health Department began getting sick for an unknown reason.
Dizziness, headache, nausea, a couple were vomiting.
Patients inside were evacuated. Hazmat crews searched the building but found little to determine what caused 26 staff members to be taken to the hospital.
We are going to sample some product we have found in the building to see what it is.
An unknown liquid and powder will be sent to Little Rock for testing. There is some speculation pest extermination earlier in the week may be to blame. And while it was a tense morning for many of the patients visiting the health department, most tell us they're just relieved no one became seriously ill.
They said they're going to keep us here until they make sure that we're not sick or anything. And he seems to be fine, just a little sleepy.
Now, the main part of the building that was affected was the women's health wing, but no patients complained of any kind of illness at all. All staff members taken to the hospital are said to be doing pretty well, but that number has jumped from 26.
The rotation is right over us.
Early Tuesday afternoon, several storm cells began working their way into parts of Kansas and Missouri. KWA storm chaser Derek Massengale began our chase in Kansas, where a small cell was building in intensity.
We are just south of Pittsburgh, Kansas. See some lowering just off to the north of us.
On radar, this shelf cloud showed signs of rotation and already over the town before residents were warned.
The hail core on this thing is huge. It's got 3. There's the tornado sirens now.
Stores were shut down. Employees ran for cover. Streets in the small town of just over 20,000 were quickly abandoned.
Continually sound of the sirens in Pittsburgh. They continue to do it nonstop.
The Pittsburgh storm looked extremely capable of producing a tornado in person and on radar, but it never lined up with the shear vector theory, and it never produced a tornado. So we continued on.
I think if we get a little bit south of these storms now, we can kind of make a play for if it does pop west.
The next stop, Independence, Kansas.
We've got stuff happening. It's starting to rotate.
Another storm, smaller but stronger, showed tornadic potential. Travelers in its path often stopping to request advice before driving further.
You head west, you'll be all right. You should be okay. Yeah, you should be okay. Just keep your eyes open and listen to the radio.
Doppler radar showed the storm quickly moving in the right direction to line up with the shear vector theory, worrying even veteran storm chasers.
The last circulation on this was just to our north and west, and that's basically what you're seeing right there. That whole lowering right there could actually spin something down, so we got to really watch that.
As evening came, the storm attracted dozens of storm chasers and tour groups. Into the night, it prompted warnings throughout much of Kansas and Missouri. But the shear vector never shifted in the direction the theory showed it would have to produce a funnel cloud. It never produced a tornado, and the theory was able to predict that, further proving it could help provide accurate and reliable warnings to save lives.